All right, so we're back for some more action. Back for our 5th game of the Hall 6 Winter Classic 2017. We had to kind of regroup after the energy in that last game. Last game, which was the 5th game of the tournament actually, where we had Camden High defeating the number 5 seed in South Jersey, Camden High defeating the number 1 seed in South Jersey, St. Augustine Prep.
And that was quite a game, right there. That was
wow. Very action-packed as expected. Now, as Rob asked earlier, how did these two teams top that?
I really don't know. Who knows, but it'll be tough to top that. We'll see what happens in this game between Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee High School.
And Cherokee High School, also one of the top teams in South Jersey, as they come in ranked number 7, 13-6.
And they are the 4th seed in the South Group 4 tournament.
And they look to carry this into the tournament. Looking to play well today. Hopefully to carry the momentum and energy into the tournament. So scheduled to tip off any second now. So how you been enjoying the day so far, Jacob?
It's been good, Terry. Really great basketball today, especially that last game really capped off the day. What a great game between two really great teams.
Hard to imagine, but how the icing on the cake can be the 5th game. But like I said, we'll see.
We'll have to see, yeah, definitely.
As we have 3 more games left to go here today. This one, Cherokee and Wildwood Catholic. Then following that, Bishop Eustace and Holy Spirit. And the last game of the evening, Highland versus St. Joe's.
Okay, game 5. No, game 6. Game 6 is underway in a couple of seconds.
Wildwood Catholic,
Cherokee High School. All right.
Wildwood Catholic in the blue, Cherokee in the white. And actually, Jacob, Wildwood Catholic is the number 17th ranked team in South Jersey as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Definitely looks to be a good one, and they're coming in at 11-7.
Brendan Connolly of Cherokee High School bringing the ball up. Deep 3. Anthony DeCaro with a miss. Wildwood Catholic bringing up the ball. 3-point basket missed by number 5, Ryan Legler.
Cherokee controlling the ball at the top of the key. Looking to find someone open. Step back 3. That 3-pointer is good.
That was Anthony DeCaro on that 3.
And DeCaro is a 6-foot sophomore guard for Cherokee. Wildwood Catholic with its 2nd possession of the game. If they get their first basket of the game by number 23, that is Charles Fields. He's a junior actually.
Wildwood Catholic setting up right here.
Wildwood Catholic seems to be a pretty young team as they have 3 starting underclassmen. One being a freshman, number 32, Wheat. There's a missed shot. As I was saying, Dave, Wheat is a 6'5" freshman for Wildwood Catholic, and who's also starting Charles Fields and Caleb Fields, who are both juniors.
So a relatively young lineup for Wildwood Catholic today.
That basket looks to be good.
Steven Gravasi going for the and one. And he makes that one. 6-2 Cherokee High School over Wildwood Catholic right now with 5 minutes 20 seconds in the first quarter.
Dave, Cherokee also has 3 starting underclassmen as well, 2 sophomores and a junior. So 2 pretty young teams, 2 starting seniors on each team. Both teams look to be good this year and carry that tradition on to next year as well. So good steal.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on Cherokee. Ryan Legler for Wildwood Catholic passes it to number 23 Charles Fields, a junior 6'1" forward.
Wildwood looking to spread the ball around. Swing the ball from the top of the key back to the side. Nice rotation here by Wildwood Catholic early on. Looks to be it. There it is again, Dave. Traveling call.
It's been a prominent issue for players in all teams all day so far.
And you did call it earlier, Dave, and it's continued since then.
Cherokee looking to control the pace of this game right now. Taking their time, setting up an offensive opportunity. Big 3 by number 2.
That's a pretty deep
Trey
shot,
Smith, the senior guard.
Cherokee looking to bring the ball up. Wildwood Catholic looking to trap. And Cherokee draws the foul. Foul on looks like number 5 from Wildwood Catholic, Ryan Legler.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Watch behind.
Cherokee looking to swing the ball around and find someone open. Looks like they're trying to set up a play. Good high-low action, but a turnover by Cherokee. Wildwood Catholic pushes the ball up. Good inside ball movement by Wildwood Catholic.
That was Taj Tweet.
That's the freshman I was talking about earlier. Actually, Dave, if I'm correct, I believe he's the first starting freshman we've seen all day. So
you know what? I think you're right. Yeah, we have not seen a freshman start so far today at Paul VI Winter Classic.
And therefore, he stands in a class of his own. I'm sure he's going to be a tremendous player to have for the next 3 years for Wildwood Catholic.
Absolutely, a lot of time to develop and really hunker down on his ball skills. Cherokee in quick transition here. With the basket, number 10, Owen McGlashan.
So far, the first 5 minutes, we have a close one here, 8-7.
And it definitely feels like a slower pace compared to that Camden.
Slower pace, lower
Camden
energy.
St. Augustine game, definitely a little slower.
I tell you what, that energy in that game was unbelievable.
Absolutely, the whole place was rocking. Both teams, you could feel the tension, the energy. Really, the best game, no doubt, best game of the day.
By far, actually. There's Tweet again, the freshman grabbing the rebound and drawing a foul and going to the line again. Actually, Dave, that game, the last game actually had the energy of a state championship game, finals.
That's very true. That's a great point, Terry. Great point. The fans are really getting into it. You could tell the players are really focused, ready to give it all they got to win that game.
And Tawik misses the first foul shot as he's missed his second foul shot. And he makes the next one. There's a foul call on Wildwood Catholic. I didn't think that was really a foul. Looked like he tripped on his own. Been some pretty decent officiating today as well. Not too many complaints about calls, so that was good when you can play the game and not have the refs be too involved.
Absolutely. You don't want to have a game where the refs are determining the outcome of the game and just over abusing their whistles. Wildwood Catholic here making a little comeback.
Wow, there's a deep shot right there.
Very nice deep three by number 2, Trey Smith. The senior 6'2" guard. And we're going into a timeout.
Cherokee.
Wildwood Catholic takes the lead in the game. They're winning 11-8 over Cherokee.
And Wildwood Catholic, as we find out, like I said earlier, they're the number 17 team in South Jersey. They're 11-7 coming into this game, and they're led by their senior, Trey Smith, who just recently scored his 1,000th career point, actually, Dave.
That's a great accomplishment. Any player, you score 1,000 points in your high school career, it's quite the feat.
Definitely a great achievement that everyone reaches for. So, also speaking of 1,000 points, I actually just seen DeJuan Wagner, the ex-Camden High star, who's here in the crowd today. He's been well documented as the highest scorer in South Jersey history.
Just like that, Cherokee responds with a three of their own. Number 13, Anthony DeCaro.
And he ties the game, Dave, 11-11 here with about a minute left to play. So here we have another good one, as we pretty much have for the most part of the day.
Wildwood Catholic with some good ball movement. But it's forced out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Cherokee ball. I'm sorry, it's Wildwood Catholic ball.
Right.
That's a foul!
Coast to coast for number 24 of Cherokee. Tyler Ludwikowski. Coast to coast. Wildwood setting it up right here. Loose ball. And Cherokee gets it. Fouls fall.
Guys gotta wake up! Top! Top!
Cherokee slowing the clock, slowing the game down actually with about 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looking to get a good shot, the last shot obviously. Swinging the ball around. Kick out as he puts up the three at the buzzer, no good. So far so good. We have another good game. The end of first quarter, Cherokee 13, Wildwood Catholic 11. And we'll be back for the second quarter.
And we're back here at Paul VI High School Winter Classic alongside Terry Collins. I'm David Petrozello.
Great to be here with you today, Dave.
Cherokee High School leading Wildwood Catholic 13-11, start of the second quarter. So we were talking about the playoffs before, and Cherokee will actually be taking on Jackson Memorial, the 13th seed. Cherokee is the 4th seed. How do you feel about that matchup for Cherokee?
Cherokee should definitely win that matchup. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think the anticipated matchup would be what's projected to be in the second round against Atlantic City, which would be a very big matchup for them, and potentially facing number 1 seed Toms River North.
And you can catch Atlantic City tomorrow as they play Paulsboro at 3 o'clock.
And that also should be a great game. Wildwood Catholic controlling the ball so far in the second quarter. They look to get a shot up and a foul. And they'll go to the line shooting 2.
Jaleel White on the line for Wildwood Catholic. He'll shoot 2.
And the first foul shot is no good. Second shot is no good. Now, ironically, Dave, Wildwood Catholic is the number 17 ranked team in South Jersey. But they're the number 17th team in South Jersey, but actually they come in as into the non-public South B tournament in the playoffs as the number 10 seed. So that goes to show you that they've played some good talent, some tough talent. They've won some games and probably lost some close good games as well. So anytime you're the 17th ranked team in South Jersey and is only ranked 10th playing against a number 7 seed. So look for them maybe to make some noise in that tournament as a 10 seed coming up. So Wildwood Catholic brings the ball up. 14-11 is the score here with just under 7 minutes.
3-point attempt by Trey Smith.
Cherokee pushes the ball. Just missed an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Hey, you gotta get back faster. You gotta get back faster, that's all.
The 24 for Cherokee will go to the line shooting 2. That is 5'10" Tyler Edwikowski. He's a junior, actually. One of the 3 starting underclassmen on this Cherokee team. As he misses the second and he gets his own rebound after the ball was lost by Wildwood Catholic.
Wildwood Catholic can't afford to do that. You have to get that rebound on a free throw.
And you hit it right on the nose, Dave. You can't afford to do that because things like that happen. As they lost the rebound and Cherokee was able to hit a 3-pointer.
3-point attempts by Wildwood Catholic missed. Cherokee playing a little bit more up-tempo now than compared to before. Making quicker passes.
That's an over-the-back call on number 35. 35, Tamir Bennett, looking to get in the game, getting some playing time. He's also an underclassman, a junior. As Cherokee substitute, number 10 comes out the game.
And in comes number 13, Anthony DeCara, who's had some playing time before.
Okay. Loose ball there.
Still loose.
Controlled by Cherokee. Oh, good defense there. And they can't capitalize as he misses the layup. That was a great opportunity for them to pick up 2 points. And here we go again. Wildwood Catholic with a steal. Another opportunity. And they miss another layup. That's 2 consecutive missed layups by Wildwood Catholic. And Cherokee now capitalizes and scores a basket as they take a 20-11 lead, and Wildwood Catholic, Dave, calls a timeout.
If I'm the Wildwood Catholic's head coach right now, I got to calm my guys down, and we have to just play fundamental basketball. We have to make those 2 baskets. 4 points right there, that costed you.
That's the difference between a 5-point deficit and a 9-point deficit.
Absolutely.
Here with 5:18 left in the second quarter, so far, again, it's been a great day here for high school basketball in South Jersey. Hall 6 Winter Classic 2017. And again, I believe we're into our 6th game, is it?
Yep, our 6th game.
6th game. If you could describe so far, Dave, in one word, what would you describe it as?
I would say exciting. It's been a very exciting day. We've seen a lot of variety of talent, a lot of different styles of basketball, and it's been a really great day to see these young men really show us what they have, all their skills, and it's been great.
And as you mentioned, the different styles, like you said, the earlier part of this game, it was kind of a slow pace. It seemed to pick up a lot now, end of the first into the second, both teams moving up and down the court. So.
Wildwood Catholic really needs to make a move here, get some points on the board. They're starting to climb themselves into a little bit of a hole.
That's an offensive rebound by Wildwood Catholic and a putback. They cut the lead 20-13, just under 5 minutes. Second quarter action.
Cherokee responds with a 2-point basket.
And that's the key here for Cherokee. They wanted to continue to keep this lead. They're going to try to match baskets even when Wildwood Catholic does score.
Seems to be, Terry, right when Wildwood Catholic drives, they try to make a pass and it never works out well for them. They're always either off or they try to go up, and it's been a very interesting offensive tempo they've had.
Sometimes, Dave, you'll see where too much passing can be a problem, as it seems to be for a couple possessions for Wildwood Catholic. There's another long-range three. That one by number 4, the senior, Brendan Connolly. Wildwood Catholic bringing the ball up, looking to score a basket to kind of cut the lead. The lead has now gotten to double digits, 24-13. They want to score to try not to lose control of this game. And Cherokee with the rebound, pushing it up. There you have a foul on Wildwood Catholic.
You got to tell him to get a man. Get out the zone. Tell him.
3:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Cherokee on top, 25-13 over Wildwood Catholic.
And Wildwood Catholic, Cherokee looks to build on that lead. And they missed the front end of the one-on-one.
Too many free throws, Terry, we've seen today that have just not been made. Free throws, you got to make them. they can come back to haunt you at the end of the game. You have to make your free throws.
And as we see in that last game, free throws were almost costly for Camden High, even though they pulled out a 3-point victory. Like you said, you got to hit foul shots because in the end, it can be the difference between a win or a loss.
And just as we say that, Wildwood Catholic goes to the line for 2.
And again, missed foul shot. So far, Dave, these two teams not really shooting well from the line. Both are having opportunities to pick up some points, and those are, free points there. They want to cash in on those as he hits the second foul shot.
Cherokee starting to control the tempo a little bit more, passing a little bit. Deep 3 is no good. Wildwood Catholic in transition here.
That's a basket by number 10. I was kind of thinking we were going to see a dunk there, Dave.
It looked like it, I thought as well, but he just played it nice and cool and made a nice layup.
Tell you what, a dunk can be a game changer a lot of times, build momentum.
Absolutely, just a slam dunk. It gets your team going, you get some energy flowing.
There's a turnover by Cherokee. I believe the ball was on the line. As we have another timeout, Wildwood Catholic.
2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Cherokee on top, 27-14.
This is Cherokee's biggest lead that we've seen today. The game kind of started off slow, but Cherokee's continued to build the momentum and have amassed a double-digit lead here.
Wildwood Catholic really has to make a strong statement right now that they really want to stick in this game. Got to get some points before going into halftime. Ryan Legler brings the ball up for Wildwood Catholic here. A lot of time on this whole offensive possession. Oh.
That's an offensive rebound there and put back in by Wildwood Catholic.
That's what they need to do. They need to keep pounding the boards and get those rebounds and put it back up.
And we're just under a minute 30, close to a minute left in this first half. As number 10 from Cherokee hits a basket, that is Glashen. He's a sophomore forward.
Wildwood Catholic picking up the pace of play here. Trying to get some last points before the halftime comes.
That was a good drive, way to draw contact by Wildwood Catholic. As they go to the foul line again. Again, Dave, they've been able to get to the foul line, but they haven't totally capitalized on the free points there. Going into the second half, they're going to have to look to continue to play aggressive and hopefully get back to the line, but they're going to definitely need, as you mentioned, to hit the foul shots.
And that's what you're saying, Terry. Those foul shots add up 2, 4, 5. That's 5 points that your team could have had, and it really makes the difference.
As it hits the first one.
That's Matthew Capizzoli, number 15 for Wildwood Catholic. He's got one more.
And he hits the second. Cherokee. Under 50 seconds here remaining in the second quarter. Basketball Cherokee as they continue to build on this lead, a 13-point lead now. They have about 30 seconds left in this half.
Offensive foul on Wildwood Catholic.
So Cherokee inbounds the ball. Dave here with 29 seconds left with a 31-18 lead.
Looks like they're gonna run the clock out, take a last second shot here, try to get some points.
There's 2 seconds left. Oh, that could have been a big momentum shot going into the half by Wildwood Catholic. That would actually cut the lead to 10. So there we have it at the buzzer. At the end of the second quarter, Cherokee 31, Wildwood Catholic 18. We look for more great action in the second half. All right, it's for me and Dave. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll see you again in the second half.
I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
Back after halftime here at Cherokee High School and Wildwood Catholic. Cherokee still up with 31-22. Cherokee showing some good ball movement right here. Deep three. Cherokee, number 13, Anthony DeCaro. He's having a good game tonight, Terry. Cherokee.
So far, so good this second half, as he is having a great game.
Cherokee with great ball movement scores another basket.
Cherokee looks to keep up that great play in the second half. Foul call on the floor.
If Wildwood Catholic is going to win this game, they really need to pick up their pace of play right now. They're still playing kind of slow. Got to accelerate once they have the ball here to get back and within this game.
Wildwood Catholic able to inbounds the ball in half court. Cherokee playing tight defense so far in the second half. Another foul call. Because the referees were a little bored, maybe they want to get a little more involved.
Yeah, it's been a couple calls within the past couple minutes. Wildwood Catholic gets a big basket there.
Good play inside to the freshman, number 32, Tweet.
Cherokee respond to the basket of their own. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 38-26 with Cherokee on top.
Ball out of bounds off Wildwood Catholic. I'm sorry, off Cherokee. Wildwood Catholic basketball.
Deep three by Wildwood Catholic there, number 2.
And that's a big three there for them.
Trey Smith, the senior.
As that cuts the lead to 9 here. And there's a turnover by Cherokee.
Traveling.
Exactly what Wildwood Catholic needed to get back into this. Some baskets, couple turnovers. And they've cut the lead to 9, looking to cut it down to at least 7 or 6 here.
And this still is really attainable for Wildwood Catholic. They could definitely come back in this game, and this comeback starts right now. Ryan Legler.
There's another deep three. There's another deep three by number 2, Trey Smith, the senior, 6'2" guard.
Trey Smith coming to play today.
I believe that's back-to-back threes by Smith, isn't it?
That is back-to-back threes. He's definitely making a statement.
So Wildwood Catholic cuts the lead to 6, which brings this game even closer. We're about halfway through this third period here. Wildwood Catholic looking to pressure the ball, maybe create some turnovers and cut into the 6-point lead.
Cherokee responding with a nice offensive possession here.
What a way to respond, Dave, with a basket and a foul.
That's exactly what Cherokee wants to do in that situation. Draw up a nice play and make the basket, and now a chance for the 3-point play.
Nothing more disheartening than coming out of a timeout and allowing the team to score a 3-point play.
Brennan Connolly on the line.
Wildwood Catholic getting aggressive here in the second half. They cut the lead 40-34 with 3:23 left in the third quarter. Starting to see Wildwood Catholic play a lot more aggressive defense also, Dave.
Absolutely. Oh, a very questionable call.
Very questionable because Wildwood Catholic looked like they were going to be off to the races. And the crowd, I believe, agrees with you, Dave.
That call sends number 25 of Cherokee, Stephen Gervasi, to the line.
As he nails the first one.
Makes the second one as well.
Wildwood Catholic brings the ball up, down 8. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Number 2 for Wildwood Catholic, Trey Smith, gets fouled on the shot going up. He'll go to the line for 2.
How many does Trey Smith have for the day, Dave? Trey Smith, I know he's hit a couple threes this second half.
He has, according to my stats, he has 8 points so far this game.
Okay.
2 threes.
So the second half he's come on strong.
Absolutely, Terry. Definitely a great second half so far for Trey Smith.
And the second free throw by Smith is good. Good take to the basket there by number 10. I believe the sophomore aggression. Strong aggressive drive to the hole.
The 6'6" forward.
And he ends up drawing the foul as the inbounds. Double dribble, travel, as we've seen for the most part of the day, Dave.
It just seems to be the best, the most, how do I put words? The most.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, every team dealt with this issue throughout the day. Each team has had several traveling calls, so it's been the most consistent call we've seen here today.
Absolutely, Terry. Traveling is just a thing you have to go with your players as a coach. Make sure your player fully understands where his feet can be.
And Cherokee out on a fast break. They kick it back for the 3, and there it is, a 3-point basket.
Number 13 for Cherokee, Anthony DeCaro again. That's his third 3 of the night.
There's going to be a foul on number 21. Jordan Hayes, looks like. Jordan Hayes is another sophomore.
It's going to be Wildwood Catholic inbounding here. Off the foul. 3-point attempt, no good.
Good shot by Trey Smith, who's hit a couple this quarter. Wasn't able to connect on that one though. That would have cut the Cherokee lead at 9.
It's 45-36. Cherokee over Wildwood Catholic with 1 minute 25 left in the third quarter. Cherokee with a very strong offensive possession here.
An easy lay-in by Cherokee. Good patience by Cherokee, Dave.
Absolutely, Terry. They really waited for that play to unfold and found the open man, and he scored.
Can't ask for more than that than to run a bunch of clock and also get the 2 points. Good block by number 35.
Wow, what a big block. Number 35. Mike Sharkey.
I'm sorry, what's his name, Dave?
Oh, Tymir Bennett.
Tymir Bennett. He airmailed that one up to about the 5th row.
The 6'4" forward, junior for Cherokee High School.
Smith misses another 3. Cherokee brings the ball up. Looks like they're going to hold for the last shot with 15 seconds left in the quarter.
And the shot is no good.
This could be a jump ball, but as the buzzer sounds, so end of 3 day, we have Cherokee up 47-36, and we're going to go to the commercial break and come back for the rest of the game. Ready for 4th quarter action.
The 6th game of 8 games today. We've seen some really great games, and we have 2 more coming right after this one. Cherokee High School currently on top of the Wildwood Catholic, 47-36.
Continues to be some great games here today, Dave.
Cherokee again with another good possession here, passing it around, looking for the open lane. Foul on number 4 of Wildwood Catholic, Marquell Williams.
There's another one.
Another traveling call.
Seems to be one of the themes here for the evening, traveling.
Only if I had a quarter, Terry, for every traveling call tonight, I'd probably have $10.
Probably way more than that, dude. Trust me, they've been calling traveling all day.
And there you go, a big basket by number 3.
Well needed by Wildwood Catholic as they cut the lead to 8 here. So 8-point lead with 7 minutes left in this game, and we definitely have a good one here, a close one.
A lot of time for Wildwood Catholic. defensive foul called on Wildwood Catholic. Some of the fans did not like that one.
Wildwood Catholic, despite being maybe an hour plus away, seem to have a good amount of fans here also, Dave.
Absolutely, yeah, we hear them loud and proud today throughout this whole duration of this game so far.
Wow, what an offensive rebound there. Offensive rebound by Cherokee.
That's Steven Gervasi.
And that foul call was on the floor. So Cherokee inbound from under the basket. There's another foul call there on Wildwood Catholic. As Cherokee will go to the line again. Looks like number 13, DeCaro. He's a sophomore. I had an opportunity, Dave, to see a couple good sophomores today also. I know that game earlier, Middle Township had two good sophomores. Earlier in the first game, we seen Aaron Estrada from Woodbury, who is touted as one of the top sophomores in the state of New Jersey. And now here we have Cherokee with some good underclassmen as well. That's an old-fashioned three-point play there by Smith. He seemed to kind of put this Wildwood Catholic team on his back a little bit this second half, as he scored double digits.
I agree with you, Terry. As the senior, you have to step up. You have to show that leadership over your team. You have to make sure you're always keeping your team up, making sure they're ready to go the rest of the game, even though you might be losing. That's all what it's about to be a leader.
He just cuts the lead to 7 with the three-point play.
Wildwood Catholic, right when it seems like they might be finding their way out of the game, they just keep finding a way to keep digging and staying in the game with this tough Cherokee High School team.
And here we have another foul call on the floor. And another 1-and-1 looks like coming up from Gervasi, the 6'1" forward who's a senior. I'm sure he, as well as the rest of his teammates, are looking forward to this upcoming Group 4 tournament where they'll take on Jackson Memorial as the 4th seed.
And I must say, Terry, these games before the tournament are so important, really fine-tuning your team, making sure offensive and defensively everyone's on the same page and is running the same plays. So these games are huge for preparing.
I definitely agree, Dave, because you want to look to build momentum going into the tournament.
Big three there by number 5 of Wildwood Catholic, Ryan Legler, the senior. Oh, very questionable call there.
I think Wildwood Catholic's starting to end up on the bad end of some of these calls here. I thought that was pretty clean.
I thought so too, Terry. Looks like the refs thought otherwise.
And it's 51-45 with 5:36 left in the fourth. Cherokee hits the first front end of the 1-and-1.
Anthony DeCaro.
As you mentioned earlier, Dave, Wildwood Catholic is keeping it close and they're chipping away, but they just can't get over the hump here as they've cut it to 6, I believe, at the closest in this second half. And now down by 8, and they hit another 3-point basket, cutting it to 5.
Wildwood Catholic just won't give up in this one. They're really fighting throughout this whole game, pushing.
Dave, I'll give you one guess what that call was.
Does it start with the letter T?
It's a letter T, Dave.
It's another traveling.
So number 23 from Wildwood Catholic, I believe he just hit a 3, or was it number 3?
It was number...
And that looked like that should have been a foul call. As Wildwood Catholic just cut the lead 53 to 50 with 4:52 left. Crowd getting more into it. Game's getting a little tighter, a lot more defense being played. That's a big basket, a big answer by Cherokee.
Cherokee right there with a huge comeback to the Wildwood Catholic's really good run they had. They had a good 6-point run, 7 or 8 point run going there. But what an answer by Cherokee High School.
That basket was by number 10, Owen McGlasson, the sophomore as previously mentioned. And so far it's looked like Wildwood Catholic has been on the bad end of, like I said, some of those calls, and it looks like possession ago, they didn't benefit from a foul call that probably should have been called on the basket, which probably should have been a 3-point play, from what I thought anyway. But then again, guess what? I don't get paid the referee, so.
Well, there's 4 minutes, 43 seconds left here in this game between Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee High School.
Dave, what do you think is going to be the key here for both teams coming down the stretch here in the last 4:43?
Definitely for Wildwood Catholic, you have to keep the tempo up. You have to try to not look like you're tired. You have to play with a lot of energy, try to tire out Cherokee and get those quick baskets. And I would keep trying, definitely look for Ryan Legler and Trey Smith for some key baskets here. And if I'm Cherokee High School, I want to play good defense, man up, and make sure no big plays happen. Even on the 3-point shooters, you got to stay tight on them.
It looks to be a good one this last 4.5 minutes.
56 to 50, Cherokee High School with a 6-point advantage here. And then if you think about it, Terry, as well, the free throws, Wildwood Catholic missed. Those free throws in the beginning and the middle of the game coming back to haunt them. This could be a 1 or 2 point game, but instead they're done by 6.
And another foul shot, and they cut the lead to 5. And as we talked about earlier in some of the other games, free throws can be crucial in this type of game. Both teams look to be shooting the rest of the way, so it could be an intricate part in a win or loss for both teams. As Wildwood Catholic misses the second.
Wildwood has to play really tight defense here. Can't let anything get past them. And that's the exact kind of defense you want as Wildwood Catholic. Quick transition. But
Wildwood Catholic, they just missed a great opportunity, Dave, there to cut the lead to 3. I think he was expecting more contact than he got. And therefore, kind of threw him off on the layup. Cherokee looked to maintain this lead, which is a 5-point lead.
Cherokee taking their time now to set up an offensive play.
And I don't think they're really in too much of a rush with a 5-point lead. As a foul. Foul on number 3, Khalid Fields. I'm wondering here, looking at the names and looking at these two kids, I'm wondering if they're brothers, if not maybe even twins. Number 3 and 23 for Wildwood Catholic. I mean, looking at it, they're both juniors.
What? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. They could be twins.
Both juniors, both 6'1". And looking at them, I'd say they're definitely brothers.
That definitely can be the case, Terry. Cherokee recovers their own rebound on the missed free throw.
Big offensive rebound there for Cherokee. That's a play that cannot happen. Basket and the foul for Cherokee.
That just really hurts you as Wildwood Catholic to give up that 2 points. And now, chance at 3-point play, they're going to be, looks like, might be back up by 9 if this basket goes in. And he makes that, number 25, Stephen Gervasi.
There's a foul on Cherokee, which will send Wildwood Catholic to the line. An opportunity to cut into lead without the clock moving. As we head into the final 3 minutes with exactly 3:05 left. Cherokee 60, Wildwood Catholic 51.
Caleb Fields, number 3, on the line. Makes his first one. And makes his second one as well. 60-53 with 3 minutes left to play in this game between Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee High School. And a great defensive play there by Wildwood. Steals it, but can't make the layup.
That was a big steal by Trey Smith, who has pretty much been the team leader here in the second half. And he looks to cut the lead, again, without any time coming off the clock. Looks to cut the lead to 5 with 2:43 left here in the fourth quarter, which has been another exciting game on the day, our 6th game actually today here. I had the privilege to do my 2nd game here with Dave. And he hits the first one. And he hits the second, 60-55.
Wildwood Catholic still very, very possible they can come back from this one. Cherokee passing around.
That's a big shot by Cherokee there.
Yep, they just left number 10. Owen McGlashan open. Took the shot and made it. 3-point attempt there. Wildwood Catholic missed.
Just under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And we've got Cherokee, who actually calls a timeout. Cherokee leading 62-55 with the ball.
Wildwood Catholic really needs a miracle to come back and tie this one up.
But just to recap some of the action we've had here today, Dave, in our earlier game, again, this is game 6. In our earlier game, we had 2 Group 1 number 1 seeds in the state of New Jersey, with the South Jersey Group 1 number 1 seed in Woodbury versus the Central Jersey number 1 seed in Florence. We had a great game there. Woodbury was able to edge that one out. And we also had Winslow, who's the number 8 seed in Group 3 South Jersey at 7-11, defeated the number 5 seed in Group 1 in Woodstown. That game wasn't as close. It was a little closer earlier, but Winslow pulled away as the game got further to the end. Then we had a good one between Camden Catholic, who's seeded 5 in the South Jersey South, and versus Willingboro Group 2, number 7 seed. Camden Catholic pulled out a close one Then we had Pennsauken versus Middle Township, which neither team will head to the playoffs, but both showed up and played a great game today. And then the last game was the heavyweight fight of the day, which was the number 1 seed in Group 2, Camden, defeating the number 1 seed in South Jersey overall, St. Augustine Prep, in overtime by 3 points. And here we have right now Cherokee versus Wildwood Catholic. Both teams headed to the playoffs in their respective groups. Cherokee with a 62-55 lead with 1:38 left.
Looks like a turnover there by Cherokee. Wildwood Catholic has the ball. They're going to have to hurry up right now. Can't waste too much time on the clock.
Wildwood Catholic misses the opportunity to cut the lead to 5 again. Looks like they're probably going to need a foul pretty soon. And there's a technical foul on number 5 from Wildwood Catholic, the senior Ryan Legler. In just a 7-point game, he must have said something to the ref, Dave. The ref didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, it looked like as he was walking by to the bench, he definitely said something behind his back to one of the referees.
And he didn't hesitate to tee him up either.
Sometimes you just can't let your emotions get the best of you, especially in close games.
You got to also factor in how, your actions hurts the team. So
absolutely.
Like I said, for the most part, this second half, Wildwood Catholic was able to fight back in this, cut the lead to 5. We just had a 7-point game, and now foul shots. I believe that's 3 foul shots there. 3 straight foul shots with the technical and the foul on the floor. And that makes 4 foul shots, which makes it a 11-point game now.
Anthony DeCaro making every foul shot right there.
And he pretty much stepped up and hit those with ease and rhythm. Now Cherokee keeps possession of the ball, 11-point lead. Just under a minute left here to go. As we get a timeout, I believe.
It looks to be a timeout. Let's see.
Are we looking at another technical? Looks to seem to be a little bit of confusion. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Looks like they're questioning how many fouls maybe Legler had.
So Cherokee will get the ball out of bounds with 58 seconds left and a 10-point lead. And up next, we have coming up after this, Bishop Eustace versus Holy Spirit. And then following that game, Highland versus St. Joe. So we have 2 games left here tonight, which has been a great day for high school basketball in South Jersey. Excellent tournament here at Paul VI 2017 Winter Classic.
And it looks like Cherokee will pull away with a win in this game.
Yes, Dave, I definitely can't see Wildwood Catholic coming back from this one.
It really all stems from the beginning of the game. A lot of costly turnovers, missing those free throws, and Cherokee just outplaying them. A little more hustle, and that really goes a long way. And they're down 11 here, 66-55, with 40 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter.
And as hard as Wildwood Catholic fought in the second half, they could just never seem to get over the hump and get past that 5-point mark. They were able to cut it down to 5 a couple times, but could never move past that. So Cherokee looks to better their record to 14-6, and Wildwood Catholic will go to 11-8.
It looks like Cherokee
looks like they're going to run the clock out here the last 17 seconds. They'll pull the ball out, run the clock. Yep, leave here with the W.
And that is our game. Final score, 68 to 55.
A 13-point win by Cherokee.
Cherokee pulls out the win.
Well, that continues and wraps up another great game here at the Pulse 6 2017 Winter Classic. Stay tuned and we'll come back with more action with the last two games of the evening.
Truck Month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Spirit has over 400 vehicles to choose from and 70 trucks on the ground ready to roll today. Drive home a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab for as low as $149 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you driving today. Rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands on their new vehicle with the Spirit Saver price. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Online 24/7 at SpiritChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Spirit, we're selling excitement.